James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots, and things of that nature always ranked above them." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you. We've got a terrific front court matchup tonight. Chris, you were the prototypical 4 when you played. Who is the toughest power forward you had to defend?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the same answer I always have. When I was in the West Coast, any given week, this is who I had to guard in a week's time. Tim Duncan, Garnett, Zisky, Rasheed Wallace, Robert Horry, Karl Malone. That was all in the West Coast, and I think I played in the golden era of power forwards, and so I would just say put all their names in the hat, pick one out, and that's who was the toughest, because it was like that every night.
Hall of Famers, including yourself. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis, and it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Houston, Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3 slot. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Goes up off the inbound, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah. Every year they seem to go more toward them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And so he hits both.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. It's Harden with the drive. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfect.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Davis with it. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee. Houston's gone 1-2 from long range.
Stop. He's coach had only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Now here is Davis. He's a player that you can only hope to see. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And nothing is falling for him right now. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside, McGee. Second chance effort. Comes up empty down low. Rockets leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Harden. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harden's got 6. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And the Lakers turn it over again. Searching for their first points of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Cephalosha comes in for Daniel House. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. Now here's Rivers. Here's Cephalosha. Pass to Chandler. Kicks it to Rivers. Just 3 to shoot. Chandler down low. He's against Kuzma. Tucker the pass to Cephalosha. Rivers scanning the floor. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Chandler, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Lakers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Lakers call time here.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and that's a foul. It's called on Thabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Davis. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Rivers. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers. Out to the wing. Now here's McLemore outside. The shot, no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. In quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, GA. Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Lakers trail by 14. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really, it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Avery Bradley. Then there's Howard. And it's Cook in at the 1. Here is Howard after Austin Rivers scored. Howard kicks to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Kuzma. Over Rivers. Kuzma can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
The only surprise is that the margin wasn't great. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite their lack of effort.
For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. For McLemore, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. That's good from Chandler.
Kevin, it was an up-and-down season for the Rockets last year. I mean, they started out very slow, and then because of injury, it took them a while to get into the playoff picture. But how about this? They won their division and only nabbed the 4th seed in the playoffs.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. To stop the run. No good from Howard. Rockets leading by 21. And Chris, last year being the 4th seed in the postseason was trouble for the Rockets.
Yeah, it was, especially, Kevin, when you have to face the Warriors in the second round. They got bounced out in Game 6 despite the Warriors losing Durant. The slow start in the regular season, I think, played a big factor.
Now here's Westbrook. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. LeBron left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, last season, LeBron James dealt with injuries. I mean, he ended up playing just 55 games. That's the fewest in his career. He's hoping he stays healthy this go round.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he makes the first. And throughout his career, Chris, no doubt here, LeBron known for his durability.
Well, just 2 seasons ago, he played all 82 games with a deep playoff run. Now he's in his mid-30s. Age does come into question. Father Time is undefeated, but he'd love to stay on top as long as possible.
And the Rockets making a change here. McLemore is checked in. And both free throws good for LeBron.
Well, the watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to skip.
Here's Westbrook, and he drops it in from the low post. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to James. High arc looking shot, and the layup is good.
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, his field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Rondo finds McGee. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Rondo against Westbrook. Passes it to Caruso. Lets it go from deep. And Contavious Caldwell-Pope with a 3.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And Harden launches it from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We had a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 13 points and 1 assist. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. Kenny, what do you think about the Rockets?
Well, you look at the explosiveness of Russell Westbrook. Even when defenders have position on him, he can accelerate past them and rise above the rim. He's a terrific athlete who plays with a sharp edge.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game. Better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. There's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And guess how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times your family's that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time,
And the first one at the line is good.
yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Now here is Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Here's Westbrook. Fires the three. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope for three. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And that one's good. Westbrook.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Pass to James. Shoots over Tucker. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Green. 6 points for LeBron.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Houston making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bradley comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Cook subbed in for James. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And out of bounds is Los Angeles gains possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And looking at that Nets matchup, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Again, Los Angeles.
With a high release and strong elevation, Bradley's got an effective jumper in his arsenal.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you can see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
And that one falls for Davis.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. Over Bradley. Bradley with some nice D. Lakers trail by 18. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, and no shortage of speed. I mean, Bradley striking quickly in transition.
And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Westbrook in for Rivers. And the Lakers also making a switch. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Cook. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tucker. The Rockets with another miss. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. They trail by 14. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Now here's Howard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Bradley. And another basket for the Lakers.
Brave in the paint, Bradley gets it done.
Houston leading by 12. Now Harden, and again, unable to change momentum here. Caruso, the pass to Davis. And here's Bradley from 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Harden showing great strides of improvement on D, really doing his best to bother shoot.
And so it's Houston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard.
What an exquisite playmaker, especially in the pick and roll. Harden, he's as good as he gets.
James with it. And there's the pass to Caruso. Davis kicks to Caruso. Now here's LeBron. For the 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Houston leading by 14. Harden lets up. And he gets the bucket. Just more and more, we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give him a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool. But on the road, it's great because that's where that fan brave all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell him he's a fresh from the game and we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Capella's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Rondo. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Caldwell Pope finds James. to Caldwell Pope. From downtown, connects from three-point range.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Here's Westbrook. Harden outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's 13 points for James Harden.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Yeah, this is no letter. This is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight?
Harden draws the double, fires from deep. Rebound by JaVale McGee. Lakers trail by 16. Outside, Green. And here's McGee. Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. And here is LeBron. Rebounded by Capella.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Russell Westbrook.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
The Lakers making a switch here. Jared Dudley's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for James. He's off on the second. Regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories. Whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
Frazier, he's checked in for Houston. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
They'll take it even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Passes it to Cephalosha. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Clark. Fades away. A rebound by the Lakers.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easy as that.
And again, the Lakers no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Rebounded by McGee.
Let's play this melee, cause when I pull up, they sing like LM. Do be different from it's sad. Dressed like I caught the bouquet, worth the dot. 100, hold my heart, thought I wouldn't. I ain't broken bars, South Daddy catch me like bars. I'm the new Moses, fear to my the command, backseat to the show. Next year, try to be the next
Gotta cook it up, come on, it's hungry. Ain't about me, gotta cook it up, come on, it's hungry. Don't money in the air, can try to bar if I do black moves on.
Sabi ko, lagi din alam ko nandito na yun yung lagi nag-ano eh dati sabi ko nag-connect yung album lang baka hindi masyadong correct ibang tao yung masyadong nag-correct iba nga dati pangalan Jelo tama ngayon inano yung ano Anjun na sabi ko ito yan ang active sana pero hindi mo ano yan siya ayun yung nag-system dalang siya sa lahat ng kasi yun iba sa group stream na lang magulang yun na may bata. Baka sinuwi nga talaga yun.
Hindi, ano, nag-concern daw na magulang na yung anak niya. Nalaro pa. Hindi naman, wala ko lang na pero parang po sa gabi na nalaro pa. Sabi ko, yung mga bata na naligaw dito na. Sabi ko, 9 p.m. hindi na tayo babas. Maglalagay na rin ako dalawa kain sa tao. 9 p.m.
Lalo kung may pasok pa.
Bagay 8, pwede na. Kasi 9. Pag
8 na talaga yun.
So dapat, kung muna sila ng ngayon na sila mag-train 3 hours. Kumbaga, 8 o'clock po. 8 o'clock kung saka sila darating. Kasi, buhay rin ng mga sa mga naglalaro sa isa talagang grocery ata pala.
Ayun yun. Saka, may reaction na yun.
3 hours. Laging 3 hours. Tapos na yung mga bayan. Eh, di ba November 1 na hindi ka maka-open ng November 1. Baka ako nabibigay ng flyers,
Ay, sir. Kaya nag-argue dun sa Battle of the Champs. Siguro lahat na naman ang nag-champion dito sa shop.
Kasi lahat.
Oo, lahat. Oo, para...
Battle of the Champs. Kasi kung alam mo, kung tayo sa hindi nila nakita nila yung naroon ng ano eh. Diba? Baka, yan, sabi.
Ay, ano, sir? Unless na kung decided sila na mag-improve. Yung ano, sabi-sabi na.
Dinisip ko.
Okay na sila.
Bibigyan ka ng discount siguro. Siguro 50% o lang kasi nakita ko naman yung hindi ko naman siguro kasi po ay video tipid naman yung sa gamit sa bagay po po pero ano lang yan, gabi lang yan kasi dito pag-aapon
May bata na daw dito. Nanalo siya may kaya.
oo, and stuff
Gawin ko kasi nakapon eh. Ha? Punta pa kayo nakapon. Yung mga anak talaga break. Kaya may. Nalawin mo yung bracket. Sinalawin ko yung bracket niya. Hindi, tsaka maganda depensa ni Ace. Mabilis din talaga to. Sona lang. Oo, sona. Pure, pero sona first of all. Tsaka contested. Tapos, ano, yun, hindi nga nakakapit si Ahmed kahit hindi ko rin. Kahit yung naman namin kay Ace, parang lamang lang sa ano, lima. Sayang mo eh. Tsaka yung nilaruan namin yung may sa live stream nila, X yung ano, hindi zero game. Parang US account yung ano, yung unit. Meron lang gano'n. Oo.
yung pinaka
Extend na zero game kasi lang.
tapos pag-back
Ano? Oo, zero game. Balik ka talaga. Kasi ano, parang US account. Pag ano, guards out o singer. Pag-iin siya. Yun.
pero yun lang yung difference.
Tsaka yung ano, hindi siya, ayaw mo, parang nakakawan na ako yun. Dahil paano legit? Parang klasa ito ah. Tinignan ko. Eh, parang ang gaan talaga. Yan eh. Kahit may box na, tsaka yung box na ba, hindi, ano, hindi yung, ano talaga, hindi ganito, Jet. Parang parang medyo ka-triangle siya konti. Tapos yung packaging niya, hindi pala yan. Yung nandun sa Shopee. Doon lang ba, price? Oo, tapos 5 each lang. 5 each lang talaga. Kasi tinanong ko si Ace, tsaka si Abby. Ay, makano price ng Shopee. Ano, 5 each lang. Kaya, 5 each lang. 5 each lang daw talaga. Kaya nakuha ni Amin, 5 each lang din. Bali, ang pinaka-preview, yung yung controller na plastic. Sabi nga niya with siya, binili daw sa CDR King. Hindi ba sa CDR King, parang medyo...
Actually, marami ako nakikita ng controller na talaga. Pero mahalaga nga. May bago.
Sa Shopee, sinilihan din na doon. Yun yung kulay. Tapos may sumasabay pa. Puro ganyan lang. Green pala lang, nakakatawa.
Ang ginagawa ko pag sinasuot ako, ito may umabang sa gilid. Yun nga lang.
Mapapasok pa rin eh. Mapapasok ka, green. Ano yun? Paano niya ginagawa?
Hindi matres si Jericho, no?
Kahit dalawa, post up, tapos dalawa na. Iikot lang siya ganyan, tapos green.
Paano pag sinaganyan niya rin?
Hindi ko lang. Pag sa Lakers kasi siya, mataas yung ganyan ni LeBron, tsaka nila yung AD. Natin na tayo ng dito, uwi na ako.
Sa take pa rin, pero hindi na lending. Pero ano lang sa platform ko sa lending tsaka sa mga bangko. Connected pa rin, no? Pagka financial technology. So yung plan ko na nag-isip. Broadcast more process lang.
Live every day and gotta get it. I know that I'm the top trend. Hey, I put in so much work, now they see me as a threat to so they treat me like a menace. I'm about to have a game in the chokehold, now shoot like a low blow. When they mouth, I go deaf. So and let them cap cause it's free promo. OG stamp me like a logo, I bounce back every time I'm down. Pogo. If it's a question of mo. I'm out of there, gone. Big racks, they long. I'm hot now, I'm on. Said I wouldn't be, they was wrong. I'm out of there, gone. Big rack. They was wrong.
Pero hindi ko siya pinapaano.
Ay, hindi ka pa.
Hindi na wala dapat na yun.
Ay, hindi. Parang.
Hindi bitaw yung internet. Hindi ko kailangan 75 Mbps. Sama yung bisa ba?
Gagawin niya sa masarapin niya. Dapat niya mag-stay ba dun sa
all my life, grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle pay the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle pay the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, I'm married to this game, that's who I made my wife, said I alone, I told that she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of. Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul yourself. Myself, nah. Right, I like the life I built. I'm from West Side 60, I might got. Standing so tall, they think I might got stilts. Legendary baller like Mike, like Wilt. 96 Impala, on wheels. Up against the wall, that Fox Hills. Like a boss asked me how I feel. Successful street, touching them first meals. Whoa, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Wanna slide, to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Yeah, all my life, been grinding all my life. Yeah. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, I got everything I said I was gonna get on my kid. In addition to that fact, I went legit. I'm the now according to the way that I'm positioned in this biz, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know that West Side, but rap this bust, all this rap money, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love in the dream we trust. You'll be switching up the players on your team too much. Tiny Copy, that's my low, Young Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world getting cream or what? Ain't you get off on whoever hustles seem to rush? Las Vegas, yeah, you. After all that looking tough, all he seen was 50 Cent and Mayweather with us. Chose stars all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
Hold on.
And now, introducing the underdog. And here's a look.
Alam niyo sa nag-MSW ba isa?
Malapit na.
Hindi, minsan
Kailangan na magano kasi mag-register ko sa mag-open account to sa outlet nila.
Sa outlet mismo.
Ba't hindi pwedeng purely online na kapag-verify ka lang?
Isa laki naman na.
Kaya nga eh. Hindi ko nga
kung sa lang, medyo.
Parang minimum yata 750 eh.
Hindi sir, 1H ata.
1H lang. Matagal ko na alam kasi meron akong tropa na nakakita yung account na laki na.
Oo sir, ano ka lang.
Some numbers for Dave.
Check ko na. Maano pa naman ako mag-predict. Lalo pag NBA.
Pag NBA. Kahit NBA lang muna sir.
Kaya nga, NBA yung ibang ano.
Yung iba kasi, tsaka may mga sila eh. May tips pa yun eh. Parang may group sa FB na for MS.
Depende nga yung team natin eh. Kumaga fundraising ng team. Naretaya tayo lang ako. Tapos, pwede natin.
Oo, kasi karamihan ng pro players. Yung mga bigay, lalo naman, nag-bet ko mo. Kaya lang may sarili sila groups. Niyaya kasi ako nagiging sa sabi ko, hindi ko pa syempre. Tsaka hindi ko pa alam kung paano sistema dyan. Betting. So, kasi sir, yung sa MSW, may 10% siya sa bawat panalo. Meaning maximum na yun 10. Kahit magkano kaya mo, basta 10% siya doon. So parang ganun din yung gusto nila, sa kanila.
Pero hindi MSW.
Hindi, sila.
Mag-aano lang.
Parang pag halimbawa, tinayaan nyo yung gano'n, plus minus, plus 5, plus 5 yung medyo may inag.
Kumbaga, siyempre mapupunta doon, mas reliable sa MSW.
Oo, siya. Pero, ang doon, weekly kasi yung bayaran, tsaka weekly yung kuhaan ng. Pero kung naman yung iba, talagang doon sila, if ever mag-bet sila, doon daw talaga ito. Dito nga tawag nila kay MS, kasi nga, bagong pamasko no. Pero yun, syempre, may nakatalo din talaga yung malaki.
Dennis, madalas na ganyan. Dennis, kaya sa Dapete, sumali sa Bowie, Dennis Ordonio. Lagi nag-MS na
pwede na kayo pa din yan.
Sabi ko nga na
Tips tawag, parang
sabi ko, turo mo ko.
bulong pa doon
Laging laging tama
Hindi isa masama.
Hindi, dun siya dun siya hilig ngayon, tsaka paalis-alis Kumbaga may side day na so nakikita ko parang masyadong
maraming kumikita din.
Maraming natatalo, pero pag nagamay ko, kumikita ka. Pero sa una, magdalawas ka lang mo. Pero kung maraming pwede naman tayo mag-galo lang, di ba?
Manix talaga sa 2-8.
Correct.
And he's gotten very key at the foul line in the last 5 games compared to his number.
That kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
LeBron kicks to Dudley. The drive by James. Davis has the open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering